Hey guys, Wyatt Claypool here. Today, I don't want to talk about news stories as much as I want to talk about strategy for online conservatives. I've been seeing people go after Prime Minister Mark Carney for things that are just not useful at all. And in fact, if there was another election in 2 years, stuff like this will make it easier for Mark Carney to be reelected and potentially have a majority government. What am I talking about? I'm talking about stuff like this, who my friend Brad a replacement of Pierre Polyev or Trump derangement syndrome with a sort of Carney derangement syndrome. Brian says, I'd appreciate it if we didn't go into Carney derangement syndrome too early. And he's responding to this video posted by a guy named Table Salt on X, where he splices together two videos of Mark Carney that are supposedly showing him looking bad in some way. And he's just not. These videos don't make Carney look bad. And it's silly to try and turn everything Carney does into some sort of gotcha. It's not going to work. So here is apparently what's bad. It's going to start off with him using what has been said paternalistic hand gestures. And then the next clip is going to be him apparently shooing away Melanie Jolie, and this shows that he's hates women or something. I don't even know what these videos are trying to get at.
On verra. Tôt.
Demain? Demain?
OK, tôt. Ça suffit. Hein. Mais en ce qui concerne.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys missed that last part, but this was apparently a news story. Carney shooing away Melanie Jolie, and I'm not even sure if that's even what's going on here. Look. I gotta be honest, guys. Nothing happened there. That was nothing. But if you want to lose an election to this guy, keep doing stuff like this. Keep going after him for the way he moves his hands, for apparently shooing away a woman or something like that. Who cares? If he did shoo away Melanie Jolie, I'd give him props. I'd probably not want to be around her very long either. But you'll literally have conservative MPs like Michelle Rempel Garner retweeting stuff like this. She says, lol, I can't wait to see if he tries it with any of us on the other side of the aisle. We don't respond to arrogant, Grey Poupon flavored gesticulations with deference. This is such a stupid thing for them to be going after Mark Carney for. Go after him for only having the House sit for 73 days, despite us being in a supposed crisis. We're supposedly in a crisis right now that Mark Carney was going to fix, and we're going to be sitting this year for the shortest amount of time since 1937. Go after Carney for that. Go after him for not tabling a budget until the fall. Originally, he wasn't even going to table a budget this year until there was enough pressure on him that he's going to attempt to do it this fall. Go after him for getting rid of the tariffs in the middle of the election while pretending that he still had significant retaliatory tariffs on the United States. Go after him for that. There's so many ways of actually hitting Mark Carney. I made a video yesterday on the fact that they're not going to be using the Reform Act inside the Liberal caucus, which means that if Mark Carney starts acting exactly like Justin Trudeau, which already seems pretty likely, they can't get rid of him, just like they couldn't get rid of Justin Trudeau without Trudeau voluntarily deciding that he was going to leave. Because without the Reform Act, caucus has no way of just voting to not make Carney their leader, to just say, you've done enough, please go away, like the Conservatives did with Aaron O'Toole. They're just going to be stuck with Carney if he decides that he's going to spend massive deficits, that he is going to engage in widespread corruption. They can't get rid of him just because, again, the Liberal Party is run like a dictatorship. It's all about the leader, and that's it. The Conservative Party, when it's at its best, is all about characters. The Conservative Party is always full of big personalities. That's why I was disappointed to see Jamil Javani not be given a shadow critic role, a shadow minister role. That guy's great. Why wouldn't you want him on finance or justice or immigration as the attack dog? He's so good, but I guess we don't want him in for petty political reasons. make it make sense. I'll probably make an entire video on this later, but I just wanted to bring up this. This is something that people should be attacking Carney for, and there are people attacking him, but every stupid thing you go after him for is going to be something that ends up distracting from something actually substantive to go after him for, like him being effectively in favor of hate speech laws and censorship online.
Large American online platforms have become seas of racism, misogyny, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and hate in all its forms. And they're being used by criminals to harm our children. My government will act. And today we're announcing our plan to fight crime, to protect Canadians, and to build communities that are safe, secure, and strong. A plan.
This was during the election, but he's effectively reiterated that he is going to implement something that looks like C-63, the Online Harms Act, which could actually have you be placed under house arrest, having to ankle monitor because someone accuses you of potentially, in the future, committing a hate-based offense online. It's insane. But then we're going after him for hand gestures? Don't do it. Don't fall for stupid traps. If you play stupid games, repeat after me, you will win stupid prizes. So, conservatives online, focus on policy failures of Mark Carney. Focus on actual stupid things he says, actual things he does. There are just too many people in the space who every time Mark Carney does something, it needs to be like a big headline about how he like attacked a woman, or it needs to be a big headline about how he failed or he's corrupt. It's like not everything's corruption. Not everything is him doing some scandalous TLC sort of thing. That's just not how it works. Mark Carney will fail in this government. He's already done so many things that basically are just like foreshadowing that he is going to be terrible on the economy, that he's going to be terrible on social policy, that he's going to continue with the old Trudeau way of doing things. He has an exact same looking cabinet. That was a good attack from Pierre Poilievre on him. Keep going after them for basically being the exact same while pretending that they were going to be a breath of fresh air, a stream of fresh air streaming down the mountain. And they're not doing literally anything different. They have flipping Sean Fraser in as the Attorney General after he failed in housing and immigration. Go after them for that. Wait for them to start screwing up on policy fronts and then hit them. Don't go after them because he does this with his hands sometimes. Who cares? Even then, like, don't go after him for bringing the king to Canada. It's a smart political move to bring the king. I think the speech that I've listened a little bit to is boring and dumb. Is it really worth being outraged about? Not really. I might make a video about how it was kind of silly because it kind of cheapens the king to have him show up and read like a liberal partisan throne speech plan. That's something that like a governor general should do. But other than that, probably smart politics to bring in the king. He makes himself seem super patriotic by having King Charles show up and read or, open parliament, even though it doesn't really do anything. But I see conservatives online attacking him because that King Charles is a WEF guy. Maybe but it's not going to work. You're not going to what are you going to convince a million people to start disliking Carney because King Charles is kind of a nasty guy behind the scenes? Not going to happen. Anyways, that should be it for this video. May make something a little bit later, but do things that work. Lay out attacks online that work. I see too many people hitting Carney for things. At the same time, I know these people that weren't even campaigning in the last campaign. They didn't hit a single door for the Conservatives, but they're here attacking Carney for hand gestures. It's maddening to me. Anyways, so that should be it for this video, guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, do all that great stuff, and I'll see you guys later.